Hello children, today we are going to learn coordinate geometry class 10 and this is chapter 7 from state syllabus board. Okay, so here I have drawn one x axis and y axis. What is x and what is y? This horizontal line is known as x axis and the vertical line is known as the y axis. The intersection part of these two point is known as origin, O cap denoted by O, and these four parts are denoted by quadrants. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. In the quadrant 1, both the values are positive. What are the values? X and y. This is x and this is x dash, y and y dash. Okay, so here both are positive. Here x is negative and y is positive. Here both the values, both the coordinates are negative. Here x is positive and y is negative. So the plane was divided into four parts. Okay, next we'll yes, a few important points from this diagram only. The point of intersection of the x-axis are called origin, represented by O, denoted by O, and the values are 0 comma 0. Okay, next any point, the origin denoted by capital O and the values are 0 comma 0. Okay, next point is any point lying on the x-axis is denoted by x comma 0. X comma 0. As its y coordinate is 0. Okay, so this is x-axis. Suppose if I am going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this x-axis, what about y value? Y value is always 0. Next, if I am going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 values on y-axis, what about x values? X values are always 0 on the y-axis. Okay, so these are the important points from the next. Next, we will discuss about the distance between two points, location of points. So location of points in a coordinate plane, points on axis, distance between two points. First we'll go with the location of points in a coordinate plane. As I said here, this is a coordinate plane in a Cartesian plane. So suppose this is a P, point P. Okay, we will check where does it located. Suppose if I am going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this point will be vertically 2, horizontally 2. So this point will be 2 comma 2. If there are no numbers, this will be as x comma y. Okay, location of point is in a coordinate plane denoted in this way. Next, points on the axis. So these are the points I just marked on the x-axis and on y-axis. Next formula children, section formula. The coordinates of a point P x comma y which divides the line joining of 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 internally in the ratio m is to n, m is to n or m1 is to m2 also we can write is P of x comma y, P of x comma y equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. This is when internally, when x comma y divides internally. If externally, px comma y is equal to mx2 minus nx1 by m minus n. Okay, and my2 plus minus ny1 by m minus n. So this is the section formula. It is also very important. I'll just draw and show you. Suppose this is a point PQ or AB. This is P. Okay. A points are x1 comma y1. P points are x2. B points are x2 y2. And P divides internally externally with the ratio m is to n. Then we are getting this formula. There is a proof of this. Okay, all the proofs are not required in the class 10. So this is x axis and y axis, x dash, y dash, and x. Okay, this is the line segment internally, externally. There are two formulae which are very important for this chapter. Okay, next one is if midpoint. Midpoint of a line joining any 2 points x1 y1, okay, and x2 y2. Suppose this is a line segment A, B, and this is a point P or M. M is x comma y, and this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Okay, what is the formula? Either P. Better you remember always midpoints as P only. So here px comma y, px comma y, px comma y is equal to midpoint formula x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is midpoint formula. It's very important formula, children. So now we will go with the next formula, centroid. What is centroid, children? Centroid is the point of intersection of three medians. Okay, suppose this is a triangle. This is one median, another median, and third median. A, B, C. Do you know at what ratio the median divides? Either 2:1 or 1:2. Okay, concurrence. This is a point of concurrence. Point of concurrence of three medians is known as the centroid. Centroid is denoted by G. Okay, so I'll write the point also. Centroid divides or medians divides. Centroid divide each median in the 2:1 ratio. Okay, centroid G divides each median in 2:1 ratio. Okay, children. So what is centroid? I'll define here. The point of concurrence. The point of concurrence of medians of a triangle is called centroid. Okay, centroid formula I will explain. What is centroid formula? Once again, here I will draw the figure, triangle figure. A, B, C, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay, this is a median, this is another median, this is a third median. And medians are denoted by E, F, E, F, D. Okay. Next now, what is the centroid formula? G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is centroid formula. It's very important formula of this chapter. Okay. Next now, trisection. What is trisection, children? What is trisection? If the points PQ on a line segment AB. Suppose next important one is trisection. This is a line segment A, B. There are 2 points P and Q. Okay, the points P and Q on a line segment AB are said to be the point of trisection if P and Q divides into three equal parts. Okay, once again, if P and Q, the points which divides AB into three equal parts, is known as the trisection. That means AP is equal, PQ is equal, QB. The P should be divided the line segment AB into three equal parts. This is known as a trisection. So we have to, I'll give the definition also. So definition, either you can mention PQ or directly the points which divide the line segment in the ratio of 1:2 and 2:1 are called the points of trisection. What points? The PQ are trisection points. Okay, this is the definition of trisection. Next one is area of the triangle. Area of triangle. Here again, A, B, three vertices and x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay, these are 3 points. Here area of triangle formula. We can write directly also. Area of triangle is equal 1/2. Here I will write. The space won't be sufficient. Area of triangle 1/2 x1 of y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. This is square units. Don't forget to write always. Okay, just to remember, I'll give you a small trick for this. A triangle is equal to, it's a symbol of area. So 1/2, it's a modulus. Always it gives positive. So whenever I'm writing here 1 continuation of y terms, x2, 2 after continuation means 2 after 3, 3 after again 1. So x1 and y2, y3, x2, y3, y1, x3. Whenever I'm writing third coordinate, the remaining 1 and 2 of y coordinates. Okay, this is a very important formula for the finding areas. Okay, next one more important note. Collinear. What is collinear? Collinear means what, children? If the 3 points are lying, suppose A, B, P or C something. If 3 points are lying on the same line segment, then the points are collinear. Okay, so if here it is a triangle given to us, so 3 vertices are given and 3 coordinates are given. So how can you check the collinearity? We have to check if area of triangle is equal to 0, then the points are collinear. Okay, so children, when 3 vertices are given to us, when 3 vertices and the coordinates are given to us, we know the formula of area of triangle. Next, what is exactly the area of triangle formula? Area of triangle in general 1/2 base into height square units, correct? It is general formula of area of the triangle when base is given and height is given. And this is the when coordinates are given. And next question is, if coordinates are not given, the length of the sides are given, then how can you find the area of the triangle? Suppose this is a triangle A, B, C. A opposite small a, capital B opposite small b, capital C opposite is small c. That means these are the length of the sides. BC length is A, AB length is C, AC length is B. Here coordinates are not given, children, only the length of the sides are given. Then how will you find area of triangle? Area of triangle ABC is equal to under root s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. This is area of the triangle when length of the sides are given. Okay, there are I just finished two formula of area of triangle. One is three vertices and coordinates are given. The second one is when base and height is given. The third one is length of the sides are given to us. Okay, so what is S here? S is nothing but semi perimeter. What is semi perimeter? Semi perimeter means what here? S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2. What is perimeter actually, children? Perimeter means sum of the all three sides, correct? A plus B plus C. Perimeter. The semi perimeter S is equal to what? A plus B plus C by 2. Okay. If we know the ABC, we can find the area of triangle by using this. And this is also called Heron's formula. Okay. This is also known as Heron's formula. Very, very important formula of this chapter, children. Okay. Next, we'll go with the another point, important, very important. That is slope. What is slope? What is slope? Here, the inclination of an angle made by a straight line with positive axis is called the slope of the straight line. Okay, slope of a line joining any 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is y is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is inverse difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinate. This is slope of the line. Okay, so these are the introduction part of the coordinate geometry. What we have discussed, all these things, distance formula, section formula. Okay, so first we have discussed about the coordinates and the distance formula, section formula, midpoint formula, centroid. What is centroid also we have discussed, and the trisection, and the next one is slope. Okay, these are the introduction part of the coordinate geometry. The remaining part we will discuss in the new video. So one more last one, slope of a line. Children, this is a slope of a straight line. If a slope of a equation, yeah, one more last point of this chapter, this video. Slope of a straight line, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Then the slope is minus ax by minus a by y. Coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Okay, you can write in words. That's all. This is the introduction part of the coordinate geometry for the class 10. And don't forget to subscribe the channel Mass Teaching Studio. Thank you.